Today I want to talk about receiving feedback or constructive criticism without having it totally wreck your creative spirit. I love getting in the flow and creating something, writing something, putting something out into the world. But the second that you've birthed something into the world, it's no longer yours. And any telepathic projections or trauma that you have is going to find its way back to you. And it's very difficult to share something with a friend or a coworker or a bandmate and hope that they are on the same page as you, because their view of creativity, their view of what you're working on is going to be slightly different. And for us to be in co-creation with other people, we have to learn how to accept that feedback and integrate it. And when we can quickly integrate feedback, our ideas get better and they become bigger than we could have even imagined by ourselves. And this is what teamwork is all about. But our ego gets in the way and it says, no, my idea, the way that I created it was the right way to create it. And if you're a solo artist, that can certainly be a form of creativity that you experiment with. But oftentimes at work, in projects, when you're coming together as a group, there's a co-creative element that has to happen. And what I've found the best way to deal with constructive criticism is to accept the feedback, say, I appreciate you sharing your opinion, and I want to sit with that and make sure that I've properly integrated it and explored it. And then I will get back to you with any additional feedback I have or ideas that come to me. Sometimes that can happen very quickly. As you do this more and more, it will happen in the moment. But sometimes you need to take a bead, go for a walk, excuse yourself, tell yourself that part of your creative process is being able to really have your hands in the clay of feedback and how it's playing out on your nervous system. And so you want to let that render in your nervous system, and then you're going to come back to them and talk about what integration of that idea could look like and whether you agree or disagree, and what the commonalities are. But before you outright reject feedback, know that that feedback is some kind of a law of attraction event. And so it doesn't necessarily mean that you were meant to integrate that feedback, but it certainly means that you were supposed to feel the gut punch of that feedback. So when you have an idea and you're so proud of it, and then somebody says something that is poking a hole in it, that doesn't always feel good. That can be triggering. And what I've found is if you can sit with that feeling, so it hits you in the gut. Now you have this uncomfortable energy in your gut. If you'll just move all of your curiosity and attention down to where that triggering sensation happened in your body, notice that, breathe into that, sit with it, and just allow it to be there. See where it wants to move, see if it wants to soften, see if it wants to go up your head or out your bottom. And as you sit with that, it will transmute itself because that discomfort is showcasing a solution that lives in your field that has not yet been interpreted yet. And so the unknowingness of the solution is what's causing the discomfort. But the solution is now in your field. So you have to just sit with that, feel through it, allow it to dissolve. It feels like drinking a cup of warm tea as it slowly dissipates in your system. Sometimes it'll take a couple of minutes, sometimes it'll take a couple of hours. But if you will go through this process until that discomfort has completely disappeared from your nervous system, I promise you, you will have a brilliant idea on how to integrate that feedback or go back to that person and give them your new elevated thinking on what they said to you. And this will ultimately make your creations, your art, your products, and your output much better, more collaborative, and bigger than you could have ever imagined. Let me know if you've ever had an experience where somebody gave you feedback and it just hit you like a ton of bricks and took the wind out of your sails. That's happened to me many times, and this is the process that I've used to get back on my feet, to integrate that, and to use that to actually then on the other side of feeling through that discomfort, have even more wind in the sails and be driving an even greater vision forward. I'm John Ray. I'm looking to connect with people who are looking to manage their lives through a spiritual lens, whether that be entrepreneurship, art, trading crypto, whatever you're into. If you're interested in this idea that there is a larger consciousness system that has a perfect blueprint available for you, and all you have to do is tap into that and find excellent solutions for you to live optimally, then hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, say who you are and how you've utilized this process in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.